back now. Ain't no turning back now. Yeah. Shout out to Hit Ride Outs that just joined. Yeah. Give people a chance to come in. Give people a chance to come on in. If you're watching on YouTube, click that like button. Shout out to my man T Nitty on the moderation. Like I said, wipe your feet at the door by clicking that like button. Click that subscribe button while you're at it. Leave your boy a message. Leave your boy a comment. Leave your boy a DM. But don't leave me no weird shit. Word. Yeah. Just giving folks a chance to come on in. Just giving folks a chance. Yeah. What's good? What's good? Yeah. If you on IG right now, click that heart button. Show your boy some love. Show your boy some love, man. You know what I mean? Hope everybody is having a good week. Word. Shout out to my man Drass. Shout out to my brother Jeezy. Shout out to my man George. Yeah. Hope everybody had a nice Mother's Day weekend. Spend time with your moms. Spend time with your wifey, your grandmoms. You know, people who moms aren't here, shout out to y'all. Rest in peace to the moms who aren't here. It's the first Mother's Day I had without my grandmother. Rest in peace, Nana KB. We love you down here. You know? What's good, y'all? Yeah. I want to welcome everybody to the GNU show. Yes. I know. Welcome back to another week of greatness, to another week of dopeness, as I give y'all my life and give y'all myself as in the only way that I know how to give it. Yeah. Well, like I said, man, I hope everybody had a nice Mother's Day weekend, man. Last weekend was a huge weekend, not only for Mother's Day, but also for graduations. Shout out to all the graduates out there, man. College graduates out there. I know my niece Chandler graduated from Millersville. Shout out to her. Also, I want to give a shout out to my cousin Damashe that just graduated from college. Yeah. I also want to give a shout out to my cousin my little brother Jeremiah, who just went to the Army. Safe travels for him as he navigating his way through. And yeah, like I said, last weekend was a huge weekend. Like I said, not only for Mother's Day, but I know for me, man, graduations. My bad. I'm just checking for Polo. He back there making noises and shit. But yeah, man, we went to my niece's. Well, actually, we didn't go to a graduation because due to the horrible weather. Oh my God. Weather was trash, and it messed up my brother's flight plans and all of that kind of shit. But you know, thankfully he got here safely, you know. But yeah. You know, shout out to my brother Jeezy who came up here. Yeah, his flight was crazy. He was supposed to land in the morning. He didn't land till like midnight that night, man. So you know how airports be, man. Especially I think he flew Frontier or some shit, man. You know, hey, Frontier need to get it. Y'all need to do better, man. We need to do better. But yeah, we went to this Brazilian restaurant though. After my niece's graduation, the family got together. Shout out to my Aunt Carl and my Uncle Bernard, who drove up here from South Carolina. Very family oriented weekend I had, but I'm a very family oriented person. You know what I mean? I spend a lot of time with my family. So we all got together, about 10 of us, and we went to this Brazilian restaurant, Brazilian steakhouse called Nebraska. Shout out to Nebraska Brazilian Steakhouse. My first time at a actual steakhouse, because I'm not a person that I don't eat red meat like that. But I'm not vegetarian either, but I try to just stay in the chicken and the fish realm of eating. But they had something there for everybody. I mean, mostly, you know, it was for the meat eaters, for the red meat eaters, but they also had vegetarian selections. They had a nice salad bar, which had a lot of different selections, quinoa, you know, stuff like that. That's where you found your seafood, those type of things. So it was pretty good, man. They had these fried cauliflower that was banging, fried plantains. It was crazy. It was crazy, man. The food was really good, man. So shout out to Nebraska Steakhouse, man. Like, shout out to my man Gart and my cousin Nikki, you know what I mean, who put the whole thing together for us. Um, they brought you the meats out on like these steaks, and they would, like, you know, slice the meat, and they gave you these like tongs, and you could just like pick off your meat and shit and put it on your plate. But yeah, it was a nice place. You know, nice ambiance and all of that. Had a nice bar. I didn't get my drink on there because I was with family, but had a nice bar, nice place. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was dope. It was dope. What's up, buddy? You all right? It's Polo, y'all. Say what's up, Polo. Yeah, little dog shot there, man. Say what's up to the people on IG. Say what's up, IG. Yeah. So yeah, man. So, you know, shout out to my family, man. I love when we get together and do family shit like that, man. Also my niece Jazz just had a baby. You know, so shout out to her. Um, I forget whether she had a boy or girl, but she lives in Atlanta. But you know, by way of my sister, you know what I mean? I hear about stuff like that. So congratulations to her, man. Like I said, this weekend was a very family-oriented weekend, man. You know, the rain, like I said, was messed up a lot of plans, and my allergies too, man. You know, my voice right now is a little hoarse because of allergies and stuff like that. I was taking Benadryl, but I finally got my hands on some Flonase, so I'm a lot better now as far as my nasal, because my shit be, I don't know about y'all, my shit be dripping. I hope I ain't being too graphic. You know what I'm saying? Word up. Also, shout out to anybody who had a birthday, man, this week, man. I know my man, shout out to my man Sleep. My boy Kyle. Salute to you, man, on your born day. I believe it's Taurus season right now. I myself am a Cancer, so shout out to all the Cancers out there. You know, everybody got their season and shit. You know what I mean? You got Capricorn season and Scorpio season and Virgo season and all that shit. I don't mind that, but I just hate saying Cancer season. You know what I mean? If you a Cancer out there and you hit, it's just, you know what I mean? Cancer is just, I don't know, it's not a good thing, man. So I always find it weird. Sit, Polo. I always find it weird, man. To say, I don't like saying Cancer season. You know what I'm saying? But I know that season is upon us. You know, so you know. Shout out to all my Cancers out there, you know. But let me know in the comments or something, man, if you think that's weird, man. My man T Nitty said Flonase is the truth. Yes, it is, man. Like, that shit changed your life. Like, you know, I feel like a fiend when I'm taking it, because you gotta like stick this shit up your nose, and you know, you gotta inhale, you know, you gotta sniff kind of hard, man, to take it in and shit. Shout out to my people that take Flonase, know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But fucking allergies, man. Allergies fucking suck. You know what I'm saying? Also, I want to give a shout out to my man Kamal. I don't know if he's watching right now, but if he you know, if he is, man, shout out to him. Because he one of them dudes that he always asks me, man, you know, am I going live tonight? And you know, sometimes, you know, in my mind, I might not feel like going live. Some nights might not feel motivated, might not feel the inspiration. But when he asked that question, it just puts a charge in me to make me be like, you know what? Yeah, word, I am going live. So shout out to my man, Kamal. You know what I'm saying? Inspiration. You know, but yeah, this is a nice segue, because you know, I had to give my dog some attention and shit, because if I don't, he'll be down there. He'll be down there barking at me. Y'all won't see this shit, but yeah, he'll be down there biting on my ankles and shit, and biting on my feet and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I just got to get him up here, sit him in my lap one time. But yeah, but it's a good segue, because I found a new walking path for me and Polo. You know what I'm saying? And you know, usually I take him around in the neighborhood and shit, you know what I'm saying, and we do walks, but I don't let him poop in people's yards and shit like that, because I know that that's something that's very offensive to some, even though I do carry my bags with me, and I scoop up the poop, you know what I mean? And Paul was a little guy, so he ain't doing nothing crazy, man. But you know, people get offended when they you know, when they see you let your dog poop in their yard, and that's whether or not you got a bag or not to scoop it up. You know what I'm saying? They just mad because I guess because of the actual act of it. So and even one day, shout out to my moms, but I remember one day I was in the car with my mom, and we were sitting in front of my crib, and this girl was, she's about to hop out on this girl, man, because on this white chick, because she was about to let her dog poop on my front lawn, but I saw that she had her bags with her. So she was going to scoop this shit up, but my mom started beeping the horn and going crazy, and it made the girl like pull back and be like, oh, you know what I mean? Somebody watching me and shit. But yeah. So I see people take that shit serious. So I said, you know what? I said, let me because I live in this new area, man. I live in the College of New Jersey area. So I said, well, why not take him for a walk up there? And see what's good. So that's what we did. And yeah, and it was good, man. Shout out to College of New Jersey. You know, it was a lot of activity up there. And it's real dog friendly, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he said they ain't having that shit. I feel you. So they were he was able to go, and I was able to, you know, scoop it up, put it in the trash can, put it in my bag, and you know what I mean, and throw it in the trash, and we out of there. We keeping it moving, and he got a chance to see the new scenery. But they got a lot of shit going on. It's a sports bar up there on the campus. It's of course everybody know Insomnia cookies and shit is there, you know. A couple other spots, Panera Bread is up there. So yeah, man, shit is pretty lit up there, man. So you know, you had a lot of people up there walking and riding bikes and running around the track. And I got a chance to see some kids that I used to work with at the school. So, and they spotted me. Like I didn't even notice them, but they spotted me, and you know, I let them pet my dog and shit like that. And it was good seeing them, man. They make me feel old. Oh my God, I forget their names at the time right now, but yeah, one of them was like, I think she said she was like 15, and I believe her sister was maybe 12. And it made me feel kind of old, but it also made me feel good. Like, wow, you know, it was really good to see them. You know what I mean? And see how you know, how they've grown, and you know, they going to school, and you know, they had a baby sister that was up there running track. So, you know, it was good seeing them. And I also shout out to my bike crew. For those that know me and was following me early on, when I first started going live, I would share a lot of the bike journeys and stuff that I would go on. And I ran into my old bike crew that I would run with up in College of New Jersey. You know what I mean? That's a good spot to it's a nice track to ride on. You know what I mean? So shout out to my bike crew, my man Raj and my boy Doug Smart. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. It reminded me, you know, you got Juneteenth coming up. And last year, it's crazy. It's a whole year passed by. But I remember last year I rode in the Juneteenth race. Didn't win the race. I don't know what play. I came in probably 1,000th place. But it was I believe it was a 30-mile or 40-mile ride through Mercer County. So that's coming upon us again this June. So those guys were out there riding, saying that they were just trying to get in shape for the Juneteenth ride. Only thing I need is I need to get a new bike, y'all. I need to get a new fucking bike. Shout out to my man Dras. I was talking to him earlier about getting back on the bikes and shit. And you know, we were talking about riding, and I was saying I need a new bike. So in the comments, man, let me know, man, where if you guys know a bike shop where I could get a road bike, not a mountain bike. I already got a mountain bike, And I definitely want to switch it up and get myself a road bike. You know what I mean? The difference is, excuse me, mountain bikes have those knobby tires. So you know that when you're riding on like the street, those tires are like gripping the road, and it's not giving you what you need to really move on the road the way you need to. Now, a road bike will have thinner tires, very slim tires, which will give you more speed on the road. And the bike is a lot lighter. Mountain bikes are really made for the mountains. They're made to ride on trails. So they do best on trails because it's dirt road. So boom, you're gripping that dirt. It's gravel. So gravel bikes and mountain bikes are made for like the trails and shit like that. But like I'm saying, I want to get myself a road bike. Also, they're a lot faster. It's a lot faster. And I think they look a little bit cooler to me. Mountain bikes are rugged. And I love mountain bikes. I rode mountain bikes for years. I've had a mountain bike for the last 20 years, you know, but yeah, I want to switch it up and get the road bike so I can ride on the road and in the streets. Definitely out there in Hopewell, Lambertville out there, New Hope and shit like that. Those areas and territories are more bike friendly. A lot of bike lanes are like on the roads and on the highways. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could take a mountain bike on the street, but they don't move as fast. They're a lot heavier. They got heavy parts and accessories on them. But where a mountain bike might weigh 35 pounds, 30 pounds, a freaking road bike, a cycle will weigh like 20 pounds, 18 pounds. You know what I mean? Way lighter, allowing you to move faster. You know what I mean? On the road. You know what I mean? And it's more gears. Shout out to Uptown Rail that just joined. You know what I mean? It's a lot more gears on a road bike. So, it's a little bit more intricate, man, but it's something that I want to definitely step up to and elevate to. You know what I'm saying? So for those that are just joining us, man, I was just talking about how my walk. What I'm trying to say is really my walk up to the college in New Jersey with my dog. I found a new, walk path for him. But also it got me in tune with my bike crew again, man, so I can get back on the bike. I haven't rode since last year, you know what I mean? So I definitely got to get back in season. So let me know if y'all want to ride with me. You know what I'm saying? Leave me a comment or something if y'all ride bikes or you want to get a bike. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. Let's build about it. You feel me? But yeah, man, I really wanted to come on tonight because I know everybody out there by now has heard the news about the sad death of Kevin Samuels. And it happened last Thursday or Friday. I couldn't come on this podcast tonight and talk to y'all without giving a huge rest in peace shout out to that man, Kevin Samuels. He was a man that who was very misunderstood by the masses. He was also loved and revered by the masses as well. I mean, the man had 1 million followers, and he grew his following. He didn't grow his following overnight. Like, he wasn't like an overnight success kind of guy. Like, those that know Kevin Samuels know that he had a YouTube channel like 10 years ago. It wasn't about relationships and the stuff that he was doing now. It eventually evolved into that, but from what I understand, he was a style consultant. You know what I mean? And you could tell, I mean, he was a man that had a lot of style. He was a classy brother. You know what I mean? The man wore suits all the time. I never saw the man in nothing, nothing casual. He was always sharp. You know what I mean? Always had fresh glasses. He just represented flyness. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Tom that just joined. You know what's funny, Tom, that you just joined? Because I was just talking about bikes, brother. How I got to get back out there, man. Let me know, Tom. Tom was my riding partner last season and definitely during the pandemic. Oh my gosh. The miles that we used to get in. 10 miles. 10 miles wasn't nothing, man, back in the day, man. Now, I don't want to say back in the day, but during that time, the pandemic, we do 10 miles like it wasn't nothing. But that's why when I did the 30-mile Juneteenth, it was like, I was already in practice. My body was in tune. My body was in shape. I was able to do that. But yeah, man, Kevin Samuels, somebody said people don't like hard truths. And I think that was the huge issue that I think that his haters and his doubters had, you know. But one thing was interesting about when I learned about this man's death was the hate that the man got. I thought that was very sad. And what I mean by hate is like the outpour and the outcry of people who were like celebrating and that were rejoicing and happy that the man died. You know? Like the man was some sort of psycho, like the man was some sort of like he was a mass murderer or something, like he shot up 9 people in a church. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like you know what I mean? Like he kept his knee on somebody's neck for 8 minutes and some change or something like that. Like, you know, that's somebody that you might wish, you know, you hear about that and you might, you know, say he got what he deserved. But that man ain't deserved that. You know what I mean? Like, what did he really do, y'all? I think a lot of times people made judgment about him because they would watch 5 or 10 minute clips of him straight giving a woman the business. Because I ain't gonna hold you, yeah, he did give that truth. He was really about marriage and people getting together. Yeah, he was. He would give it to you. He was a hard pill to swallow, and he would. I mean, sometimes he would go to great lengths, and you know, some of the women would feel ashamed and feel degraded and shit like that. You know what I mean? But they called in the show to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest, like, he ain't go all up in their DMs and like, hey, listen to you, yeah, you need to get your shit together. You can't do this and that. You got to get a man, and you got why you ain't married yet and all that kind of shit. Like, nah, you know. He was definitely, you know, he was somebody who I listened to. He was somebody who I gained some insight from. You know what I mean? Because you know, a lot of brothers out here don't really know what time it is and where they stand and what level they on and like he really just made you think about, you know, where you were and made you say, hey man, stay in your lane and work with what you can work with. You know, he coined the phrase high value man, of a man out there making power moves and making, you know, 6, 7, 8 figures. And he would make women upset by saying and telling them that there's no way that you'll be able to get a man like that if you're working at a job where you're making $30,000 a year. A man that's making 6, 7, 8 figures a year is not even, you're not even going to be in the same sectors as somebody like that. You're not even going to be in the same room with somebody like that. Shout out to my man Don Black that just joined. Shout out to my man Doc Nemo. Talking about Kevin Samuels and the message that he gave, man. I mean, you would have a lot of dudes, you know, a lot of women hated him, but you would also have dudes that didn't like and agree with a lot of shit that he said, man. But you know, like I said, I took a lot of shit from him. I took a lot of, you know, he had a lot of lessons and jewels, man. And what he was saying. But y'all let me know, man, in the comments, man, how y'all feel about it. You know what I mean? As far as his death, it's all kind of speculations and rumors and all that kind of shit out there. But I think that the man was probably set up. Being that he was hated the way he was, I feel like the man was probably set up. You know? Shout out to my girl, I am Posh Tosh that just joined. And happy anniversary to the unit. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Yeah. Shout out to Tosh and shout out to Bone. It's their anniversary today. I just wanted to stop the clock and do that. How he passed away. He had a heart attack. You know, they saying the cause of death was cardiac arrest. And he was with a woman when he died. Who was a nurse or whatever, and she was the one that made the 911 call and shit like that. But it was sad news, man. Like I said, sad news when I heard it, man. You know, like I said, a lot of people didn't fuck with Kevin Samuels, you know what I mean? But like I said, you know, I like the man's message, what he had to say, you know what I mean? Sometimes, like I said, it was a little harsh, but when it, like, if you didn't hear from him, who would you ever, we never heard nobody speak like that before, or men that speak like that, especially in today's society, are canceled quick. You know what I mean? We live in a cancel culture, man. So as soon as somebody says something that ruffles a certain group's feathers, man, you could forget about it, man. They're gonna try to censor you. That's why, I mean, his cause of death was a cardiac arrest, but I don't know, man. I think that the whole thing just sounds fishy to me, man. I mean, even though the man was diagnosed with cancer, I believe in his early 20s. So that's something I was discussing earlier with my mans, how he was diagnosed, how he had cancer, or he fought cancer at an early age, and that was something that he lived with, and he knew that he didn't have a lot of time left. So which would probably motivate him to and give him that fuel and that fire to give that message the way that he gave it, you know. But if you on YouTube right now, click that like button. If you on Instagram right now, hit that heart button, leave a comment or something. But I'm just paying homage and just giving a salute to the man. And like I said, I've never seen anything like that, man. Like when people were posting RIP Kevin Samuels, and even there was certain podcasts that I was watching that I fuck with, and these dudes was like, yeah, you know, had the same kind of feeling towards him. And I was like, wow, why was this man hated like that? Can y'all explain that? Why was the man hated like that? Why was he hated like that, yo? You know what I mean? Oh, something I got cooking in the drum machine right there. But I definitely had to take a pause, man, and like, wow. It was so sudden. So sudden, man. But I know the man drank a lot of Red Bulls. He was working hard. He was going live like every night. But he never said nothing that, like, I don't know. I don't understand the hate, man. Like I said, a lot of people didn't appreciate his message, you know. And something big like that can't be recreated, you know. You got people out here taking his content and reposting and you know, doing his shit, reposting his shit constantly. You know, the YouTubers and IGers gonna do what they gonna do with it. Social media gonna do what it's gonna do with it. But I know the man had a family. I know the man had some kids. And he had friends. And he didn't deserve to be treated like that in social media the way that he was, man, because he wasn't no killer. He ain't kill nobody. You know what I mean? I don't see y'all do none of them devils like that when they die. I don't see nobody do no shit like that, but we did that to a brother. That's how we treat the brother that was he was about black family. He was about the family being together. You know, I really feel like he was just making people take a look at themselves and take a look at yourself in that mirror. You know? If you somebody who has 2, 3, or 4 kids, single mom status, it's going to be hard for you to get a man. It's going to be very hard. And that's all he was trying to say. That's all he was trying to tell y'all, tell the women. Or if you're a woman that's, you know, you ain't in the gym like you need to be. We like to see women that's in shape. We like, you know, men are visual creatures, man. So we like to see certain women, how women, we have certain standards. And that's all the man was trying to say. Whether or not you want to hear that, you don't have to hear it. You don't have to listen to a word that all you had to do was go to somebody else. That's going to sugarcoat shit for you. But he wasn't doing that. And he did the same thing for men too. He wasn't just hard on the women. You know? So yeah, man, I just want to say rest in peace to that brother, man, because it's sad. You know, that was a sad thing to hear, man. Because you know, he was somebody I wanted to see win. I wanted people to, you know, the more he went on, I wanted people to really get him and be like, oh, that's what he's saying. Well, maybe hopefully now, you know, after the smoke clears, man, you know, people that go back and watch those, they'll probably, you know, decipher them and break them down and analyze them now and shit. You know what I mean? But rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, man. Word. Serious thing. Shout out to everybody that's watching right now, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to my Don Chanel, Don Easy. What's good? What's good? Just going through the drum machine, man. Just thumbing through shit here. Let me see. Yeah. Word up. Shout out to my niggas that be digging in them crates. Digging in them crates, looking for samples, looking for new sounds. You know what I mean? Chopping up samples and shit like that. You know what I mean? He was telling women not to be shallow and stop chasing money and start going after love. Yeah. Yeah, he was. He wanted black women to value black men more, man, because overall, a lot of times I really don't feel like black women value black men like that. A lot of times I look at black men and I say, well, do we even value ourselves sometimes? What kind of standards do we hold ourselves to? Because sometimes I see people settling for anything. Just settling for any old thing. And I don't see people like caring about themselves and holding themselves at a high esteem. Self-esteem is at an all-time low. But you know, like I said, a lot of times, do we value us? You know, a lot of our women get mad because we might go to the other side. We might mess with a different race, a different nationality, Black or Spanish or Asian or whatever. But I don't know, man. In some cases, can you blame brothers? Because I look at us sometimes and he was just trying to make us aware of that. Like, hey, look at how we're treating each other. Look at how we look at each other. Relationships is more to it than just money. It's more to it. Look at a man as more than just a bag. You know? Look at a man as someone you can build something with. You know? That you can raise strong sons and daughters with. You know? He was really trying to tell women to stop having so many baby daddies. Stop having so many baby daddies. You know you got a lot of baby daddies. You got a brother that might not have no situations, like no kids. That's gonna be hard for that brother to accept you as that. You know what I mean? Even though they would like us to, a lot of time that's hard for brothers to accept. And shout out to my brothers that are in relationships with women that they don't have kids with, because I know that's hard. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes down to discipline. And that's another thing that Kevin Samuels will talk about. You know, having stepfathers coming in and disciplining, that's going to be hard, especially for a man that's coming in, paying bills and being a provider and paying for everything. Your kids better listen to him. Is that wrong for a man to say that? To have some kind of structure in the home like that? I didn't think so. Yeah, every now and then he would laugh, you know, and make fun of a big, you know, what do you call them, big Shirleys or whatever, stuff like that. But that was him. Like I said, they would call into him. So whether they was going to call to curse him out, and also he was somebody, he didn't let you come on the show and come on there and take over his shit. He said what he said, and if you called in and tried to go against him, he was going to put you in his place, put you in your place. You mad at that? That's what they was mad about. That the man was, you know, he was so well spoken for, you know what I mean? He could speak so well that you couldn't fuck with him. You couldn't come at him. Because you didn't have the words to mess with that man. You ain't had the intellect to match wits with that man. That's why you mad. That's why they was mad. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Man ain't here no more, so I hope he sparks people to, you know, to carry the torch, man, and you know, his ideologies and theories. I hope they live on, man. You know? Word. Look like my IG froze up on me. If you on YouTube right now, click that like button. If you on IG right now, hit that like button. What y'all been listening to? I swear I've been playing that Black Star album and the shit is fire. I just don't have I haven't been able to download it. I've been able to catch copies of it on YouTube that niggas post. Hey, I'm just putting it out there. I ain't snitching on nobody, but yeah, the shit is out there on YouTube if you want to hear it, you know. Hopefully when they put it on, I hope they put it on Apple Music or something. I would love to stream it that way. I was talking about that last week. I don't want to go to this. I don't want to fuck with that Luminary shit. I subscribe to enough shit already. You know what I mean? Shout out to niggas out there that cut that cut their cable off, but still got subscriptions and shit that probably add up to the same shit. if you got fucking Hulu, Amazon, fucking BT Plus, whatever the fuck you paying for, that shit add up to $100 too. You know what I'm saying? What? That shit $100 too. So, you know, we already got too many subscriptions out here, man. So that's why I don't want to mess with the Luminary shit. But hopefully one day, Mos Def and Kweli will change their minds and give us the album and allow us to stream it on Spotify or Apple Music or something like that. And life could go on. But until that time, I'm gonna listen to it how I'm listening to the shit, man, on YouTube. And yeah. But the shit is fire. The song So Be It, I love that joint. I actually posted it on my fucking IG today. Talib posted a clip of him, a live clip of him and Mos Def, like, I guess they was in the studio, like, you know, just practicing the joint. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, that's how we doing it. You know. Other than that, haven't really been listening to much and checking for much music out there. I know Flea Lord just dropped some new shit. I definitely want to check that out. You know, who else just came out? Ransom just dropped. I definitely want to check his new album. Definitely want to check that out. And but like I said, man, right now, Black Star, you know what I mean, produced by Madlib. Only way you can really hear it, officially hear it, is by checking out that going to Luminary. You know what I'm saying? I hate when I be getting messages and shit in the middle of lives and shit. I think that be fucking up my audio and shit. Y'all can still hear me? Somebody said Black Star's tough. Yeah. Black Star shit is tough, man. Black Star shit is real tough. Real nice. You know? Y'all seen Bay on this spitting. Talib is really on this spitting, man. I'm really impressed with that boy on the mic, man. You know, I had my doubts, especially over the years, man, when they went solo. You know, some of those albums after a while, Kweli just started to fall off, I felt, but Mos Def just continued to get better and better, and just his shit is way more art to me. Oh no, not art, like my man Benny the Butcher say, art. Mos Def shit is mad art. You know what I'm saying? And he mad smart. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Benny the Butcher. I was watching that. I was watching his Drink Champs interview. Also, Pusha T got a dope interview and shit on Drink Champs. Um, so yeah, man. But y'all check that out if you haven't already, man. The Black Star No Fear of Time album. 24 years since they dropped the album. And yeah, it is what it is. But, you know. Kevin Samuel's funeral, I believe, is this weekend, the 14th or something like that, man. I'm sure they'll probably post it live or something like that. Isn't it crazy how somebody who was like YouTube famous is like, he's regarded as somebody that's famous. He's regarded as a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Never did a movie. He never did a movie. He never did a song. You know what I mean? A commercial. No shit like that. But this motherfucker had 1 million followers. So, yeah. Because the demographic that was offended consists of those who are easily offended. Yeah. Mostly the demographic was women. You know what I'm saying? But you would have women on it that would call up to his show and would genuinely want his advice. And as cruel and as harsh as he sounded, they hung on to every word that he said, like they needed to hear that. So, and like I said, he wasn't forcing it on them. They were calling it. He would hang up with one caller and have another. Like there were people in line calling in to chime in and say something on his show, whether to either get advice from him or to hate on his shit and trash his shit, or to tell the nigga how dope his shit is and how this shit is helping him. You know what I mean? Now, a lot of women I saw would call in. The women that were married, they would call in and they would be like, yo, I get it. I agree with everything you're saying. I agree with everything. Like, married women would get it, but a lot of the single mom, unmarried women, over 40, over 35. You know what I mean? He would pretty much say, like, after 35, women's chances are very slim as far as your dating pool. And that's very true. Your dating pool, your situation changes when you get older. You're not out partying as much as you were when you was 25, when you was 22, 23, 24. You ain't out partying like you were. You ain't got energy like that, like you had when you were young. So most of the time, when you over 35, when you over 40, 45, almost 50, you're trying to go to work and you're trying to go home. You don't have a lot of energy and you don't have a lot of time, especially for dumb shit. You feel me? So, you know, most of the time when you get to be in that age, and if you're still single, it's kind of hard to be on some dating shit. He told women to be healthy and get therapy. Yes. He also would do that. You know? He was, I don't know, man. People just misconstrued his shit. That's fucked up. You know? Because I think a lot of times people were only looking at that 5-minute clip where he trashed somebody. And you saw that and it really didn't paint a good. If you never saw none of his shit, then you'd be like, wow, that dude's an asshole. But say you watched a half hour to an hour or an entire episode of his shit, because some of his episodes be 2 and 3 hours long. But if you watch his shit at length, you'll be like, wow. The man got bars. You know? So, yeah, man, I want to thank everybody for watching. Continue to follow and subscribe and like my posts. I'm going to continue to go live with y'all every week, man, and talk about whatever's going on in my life, in the world today. shit that affects me. You know what I mean? So I want to thank y'all who've been riding along with this journey, along on this journey with us. You know, shout out to my man T Nitty on the moderation. And shout out to everybody out there. It's getting nice. It's getting warm outside. You know, a lot of y'all got, you know, trying to stay out a little bit longer and enjoy that sun. But be safe while you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, salute to all my people out there. And I'll see y'all next week, man. Peace.